am a student of promise. These days promising. Each school year is promising. My future is promising. But first I must promise myself that I will do my best, settle for nothing less. As I respect others, my community, and myself. I am important, yes. I am smart, yes. And I can achieve, yes. I am a student of promise, yes. That's what's up, yes. I promise to myself that I'm...
Just over 100 years ago, a peculiar institution existed in our country. It was called slavery, a vicious system under which 1 out of every 5 Americans in the South was owned by another human being.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm so happy that you've all arrived safely. We were quite concerned. Did you have a challenge with your special carriage? Yes? Well, all is well now. And you are about to enter into the General's mansion house. It does have 21 rooms, 10 alone are bedchambers. I'm responsible for that household, top and bottom. And being that I'm a housemaid, I do start my day at 5 o'clock. Every single day I enter into that mansion by way of the kitchen, where I do retrieve water, which is heated and taken upstairs to the bedchambers. All of the bedchambers that are occupied, I do put water in the washstands and wash basins. And I'll assist whoever's in that room or that bedchamber in their grooming needs for the day, dressing and such, as it's quite complicated for a woman to put upon her body her own stays. And now, once I have finished assisting in the dressing and the grooming needs, I would also make the beds, change the linens as necessary, clear the fireplaces and relay the fires, empty out the chamber pots, clean those and return those back to the bedrooms. I'm ever so happy when all of the chambers are not filled. That's less chamber pots to have to tend to. You are familiar with what a chamber pot is, are you not?
Yes.
Yes, very good. We shall go on from there. At 7 o'clock promptly, we do have the breaking of the fast meal and down in the kitchen, in the dining room, where in general and everyone is served there promptly at 7 o'clock. Throughout the rest of the day, I do go about my assignments of cleaning, sweeping, polishing, mopping, dusting throughout the household, as well as my duties as a sewer. I shall not detain you any longer as we are welcoming you into the household. I shall meet you on the other side at the kitchen door. And do enjoy your visit and make sure that you make queries. Ask questions in of doors if you have any. Enjoy your visit. Now, anything that does come from the storehouse needs to be signed out and accounted for. That would be by the clerk or the overseer or either the farm manager. Now, you did enter by way of the servants' hall. That is where the servants are housed, or when they are here with their masters or mistress, and they will be kept there. As a sewer, I'm responsible for making the clothes for the slaves on this farm as well as the other farms. Each week I'm responsible for making 9 articles of clothing. This week in particular, I'm making shirts in preparation for our ration of clothing. We receive a ration of clothing twice a year. Lighter fabrics in the summer, spring months, heavier fabrics in the winter months. That as well as a wool blanket, unless you do give birth to a child, and then you receive an extra blanket and a bottle of rum, which I'm in sore need of a bottle of rum right now. And now this is the spinning room where I spend an awful lot of time. I do come by here and pick up linens. As I said, I'm given the linens to make the garments and the articles of clothing each and every week for the slaves and such. As I did state before, I do have my eye on a portion of fabric in that there storehouse. And there did come one particular time where I did not produce all 9 articles of clothing. A letter was promptly sent to General and Lady Washington, who were away in Philadelphia City with the presidency. And they did send word back that what had been done shall be done, by any means, fair or foul. And that if Caroline did not complete her assignments, she would soon be set out to field. I quickly amended my ways. And so now I just spend time trying to figure out ways to acquire more fabrics and such. And for if I can make garments, extra garments, I can clothe my 6 children. And see, we are given certain things, other things we have to acquire on our own. That is the way that it is. A ration of clothing, a ration of food, places to live and such. If you work on this farm, you do live on this farm. If you work on Dog Farm, you live on Dog Farm. That is the way that it is. You are allotted Sunday as a day of rest if you are a field worker, and you can visit with your family then. But only then. Because I am a housemaid, I am subject to the will and the responsibility of attending to the visitors and guests within that very household, that very large household. So I do not get the entire Sunday off. But as the Lord has blessed me, all of my children are here. And my husband's even here currently. Now, I say currently because my husband is rented from another family member. And so if General Washington wishes to discontinue the contract, my husband would again return to his master, to his mistress. I have no reason, no cause to fight. For I'm very blessed in that he does recognize us as a family. A lot of places do not. Most everything I do it for my family, for my children. I'm trying to encourage my girls to learn how to spin. For then they would be a special skill. Most special skills are held by gentlemen, such as the blacksmith, the carpenter, people that produce a product, a specialized thing. They are more valuable than our domestic help or field laborers. You can almost compare us to a pair of shoes.
Now, slavery. You're a slave, and not just yourself. It'd be one thing for myself, of Caroline, to bear the beast of burden of slavery. But see, this slavery has also changed because it'll pass down to generation to generation. An entire bloodline, a whole family line of folks can be owned by another group of people. That's property. And of course, you have a lot of children in here, this Virginia world, in this here 18th century.
Best looking group we've ever met since I've been here.
Thank you so much.
You guys are sharp, so keep it up. We expect great things. So.
Let the ladies get on first, guys.
Thank you.